Okay, I'm recording. The idea, I believe that our time is going very fast with pandemic, so we need to make two or three things at the same time.
Yeah.
And I love your job, your work, but I'm
Thank you.
very curious to discover the points that you can, how to say, improving in your English classes, your English business. And so I intend, I intended to, we can do two things at the same time. I can mentor you in English, and I can practice English, and I can help
Yeah.
you to take some, make some decisions to which direction is the best directions to go in your dreams with English.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. I also thought that maybe we could, I don't know how long do you think we could have our meetings for, but maybe have like half an hour of at the end of it,
Okay.
just to have a more free English class sort of thing. Because I'm sure you're really comfortable with the vocabulary you're going to use when you mentor me. So I think we could take some of it to have like a general knowledge conversation. I can bring some listening activities, which I think you would benefit a lot from listening things. So yeah, what do you think?
But
So we would have like some mentoring, some like, in English, of
no,
course.
there's no problem. We can do only mentoring because now I'm decided to go worldwide. So I'm
Okay.
tired to working only with Brazilian because dollar and the euro is much, how to say in English,
It has a higher value.
has a higher value than Brazilian real.
And
So it's
yeah.
very good if I practice real mentoring, not only in English, but I can mentor many other things. And I believe that we can use the strategy to use Miro, your Miro. Do you have your
Mm-hmm.
own account?
Yeah, I do. I do have it.
Do you have one Miro that you can share with me? We can start, I can make some notes after the mentoring with new ideas.
Okay.
But right now, I believe it should be great to you to tell your dream, what you really love, what you want to do with English, so I can start my mentoring because I need to listen what you are planning to do.
Yeah.
Obvious that everyone has points to improve, and my role is to tell you, I can give you 3 suggestions. Here is 1, 2, and 3. And it should be very funny to do like this.
Yeah, you need to know about me, right? What are the things that I really like doing, and
But,
so
but you can share your screen if you have a site, Instagram. It should be great
yeah.
to my mind start thinking. Today
But
I talked to one person, a friend of mine. She works with bike motors. And I said, she worked for me a long time ago. And they said, please, can I see your Instagram? And when I saw the Instagram, it has, let me show you here. That's the role of mentor. Let me see here, bike motors. This is the site. And as a mentor, digital mentor, I thought, most part of companies, the Instagram, it's very bad. So I came here, I click in YouTube, and then I click in Instagram. Where is here? When I saw YouTube, because I prefer YouTube because it's my focus. And I saw, only 63 subscriptions. It's very bad. But when I saw the Instagram, I saw, my God,
Wow.
46,000 followers. And I said, okay, you don't need help in Instagram. You are going very well.
But also the thing is not having the followers, right? Is to have like the interaction is also important, right? On Instagram. So the interaction is when people reply to your stories, comment, like your things, and you actually have that sort of
Yeah.
like your image goes to other people.
Yeah, this was only an example to say that I needed to discover everything you have
Yeah.
and what you don't have. But to tell us, Joyce, what's your dream,
So
your I love you, the name you gave it to your English project, but people who are listening now don't know Joyce. Please.
yeah. I think you're going you're basically mentoring a person that never thought about becoming a business person, a businesswoman, or a entrepreneur. Um, the English was never like to teach English was never my aim game. I started doing this because I came back from England about a year and a half ago, and I couldn't work with what I wanted to work, which is with complementary therapies, so massage, reflexology, and aromatherapy. So English was something I could do right away just to get myself stable while I actually build this other business. So my business was meant to be the therapy business. But with the pandemic, it just wasn't viable to start anything like that. I thought would be, and also because I didn't know anyone here. I moved out when I was 18. So all of my connections were kind of like loose ends. I didn't know people. I didn't know how things were working out, if people were spending where they were spending their money. So I just thought I'm gonna find a stable job to begin with, and then I start making plans on top of that.
Okay, and so you live in which city?
In England or now?
Now.
Nova Odessa
Nova Odessa. Ah,
is
okay.
my hometown.
Francisca, our friend in
Yeah, yes, is my hometown.
You live in
So
Odessa. You teach the kids of Francisca, but you
yeah,
teach online.
the kids I go and see them actually because
Okay,
um
the mask,
uh,
okay.
yeah, because Victor really disliked video classes, so
Okay.
he wouldn't want to do it if it was video. So I just go there. We stay in the garden. She has a nice outside area with a big table. We just stay
Great.
there. Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay.
So I started with a school, and I was really excited because they are young. It was two partners, a woman and a guy, and they're younger than me, with a creative working atmosphere where I could interact with them and share my opinions. And it seems like kind of too good to be true. A year down the line, they didn't make like, so we every time we'd make plans, they would never go ahead with them. The school ran out of books. They were saying that they had this amazing book to make and blah blah blah, and they never made it. So it got to a point where they decided to close this school because they didn't have books to teach. And for a while I felt like I wasn't happy with them anymore, because it was always like, okay, let's do this, and then it never happened, or if it did, it was like half done. So for me it was like a new window where I could just do my thing, have my private students, create the material that I wanted to create. So it was like a new opportunity for me to open the school now. But I stayed with all of the students they transferred it to me, because most of my students really depend on English because of work. So one of them works for a new bank, the other one works with like importing and exporting, so they really need it. So I started like I stayed the whole month of April getting ready, making Excel spreadsheets to like control payments and student data, developing some material, organizing also. I did a student gift pack for them. So all of these students received like something like this.
And you are with how many students, private students you have right now?
Not much. I only have so I have 4 classes, 5 students in total. So it's
4 classes, 5 students.
Yeah, so one class got 2.
Adults and the kids, or 5?
Oh yeah, with the kids 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have an hour. How you charge the students? Charged, correct?
Yeah. How do I charge? Yeah. What's the price? So these students that came from the other school, I did a lower price because I know how much they were paying. But I'm selling my course between 320 to 350 per month, 2 hours a week. Because it's a directed class, so you're not following a book or anything. I'm creating the material for you specifically.
300, I didn't understand very well. 300 reais, all
320.
300, 3.200.
Yeah.
320
to 350. I'm like, I try to first figure out about the student, what the person does, because I want it to be accessible. So it's not like a fixed price, but not below 320.
Now I need to using a little Portuguese. 3.500, eu não entendi. 300.
No, 300 is 300.
300. My God, I thought like coaching sections, 10 sections. Okay.
No, but yeah, so I like basically I developed a contract for all of them. I did everything that was like all my power. Like it took me a while to find a program where I could create editable PDF, so they're fillable. So I send the PDF to the student. They don't have to print any of the material. They answer everything on the computer.
150, 350.
320.
320, 350. Okay. And
Yeah.
320. Okay. That's why we are practicing English, because sometimes I make a confusion. And
Yeah.
2 hours a week, private. 80 hours.
Yeah.
80 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as a mentor, what I think, because we always work by hour. So the count is to be 320 divided by 8. This is count. And our goal of everyone is to get higher hour. This is the goal. But the question is, in this pandemic, people, the circulation of money is lower. Most people have less money to spend.
Yeah.
So my first recommendation is to think about creating groups, because sometimes you don't need to be present at that time. For example, I interviewed Tom Fleming, and it was very, how to say, em cima da hora?
Rushed.
It was very rushed because the day before he told me, how about tomorrow? And I said, oh, of course. And invite some friends to be with me in the Zoom here. And it should be very interesting sometimes, only to connect people, because it should be very interesting if you can help, for example, someone like me to make friends in other countries.
So yeah,
you can earn the same money from me. I can practice a lot, And sometimes you can, for me, because the importance of the value is not how much hours I get from you, it's how much I learn in English. And this is one idea. You think, how about I create some networking of a Brazilian who needs to practice English with other people who wants to. For example, Tom Fleming, at the end of the interview, he invited his 3 boys and they showed this origami.
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Yeah, and the kids, they say, oh, I need to learn. And they say, oh, we can, how to say, schedule it or combinar.
Yeah, arrange, schedule.
You can arrange a class with your kids. And so that's very interesting because I will practice English. I will become more friend of Tom Fleming. And there is no payment in this transaction. But
Yeah.
most part of people don't have networking to find this connection.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm doing, I actually started today developing a survey because I have many friends in Brazil that have English similar to your level. So they would be interested in only having conversation groups. So I developed like a survey and I'm going to send out to all of these people to get information about dates. So you're going to be one of the persons I'm going to email to know about your schedule, when would be better for you, and also about topic, what would you like to talk about in these conversations. And that would be another way. And also, how frequent do you want them to happen? So once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So for the first week of June, well, I think that this is the week that it's going to be the first conversation class I'm going to host with 4 students.
You know about a network group called Toastmasters. Toastmasters. Did you know?
No. How do you spell it?
I will show here. It's a group of in many countries. I will show here in the screen. Let me find here. Toastmasters and in Simpla, some sites like Simpla, it's a good place to promote yourself. You can create meetings of English conversation. And Toastmasters, it's not necessary to English. It's to develop oratory, how to say oratory, speech? Speech, to practice speech, okay? But once I go to a group in São Paulo before pandemic, and it was very, very, very great in my first group because I discovered a group in São Paulo where they speak in English. They practice to speech in English in São Paulo. And this is the Toastmaster International. So Toastmaster is a group where you meet each other to practice how to speak better. But
How to speak better.
Speak better.
Is it like speech in terms of like doing speeches and speaking in front of audience, presentations?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I visited only one group in São Paulo, and I chose the very, very interesting one because it was in the office of Amazon in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
So it was great because I knew some people from Amazon.
Of course you do. You know everybody.
So this is a very interesting thing because this is another recommendation, not to go alone with your idea, because the best idea is that with many people working together.
Yeah, I really liked that, this thing that you said in that meeting with the assistant. What was the name? Regina, right? That you mentioned about finding people, because you share the workload and you can reach further when you are with other people working together.
Yeah,
And I
but
like that.
the challenge is to meet people who are entrepreneur. I hated this word because I don't pronounce very well. Entrepreneur, it's correct?
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
It's like we need to practice. People need to have this mindset, but nowadays people have to have the mindset of collaboration. And it's not so simple because you have the idea. How is the name of your school, English school, Brazilian B?
Brazilian B English School.
I love Brazilian B.
Thanks.
Because B, it's great for collaboration.
Yeah.
And so this is another recommendation. You can try to thought your idea like a movement.
I do think like that, actually. This is how I was when I was offering these students the class. This is exactly what I have in mind, is to have a networking where they, because English, one-to-one English is really important to build confidence, but I really want to see them thrive, to really improve in a short amount of time, and to connect with other people. So for my students, it's interesting because I tell them, in these conversation classes, you're going to meet people from all over the place, not just my students, people that aren't my students, but I know from other cities and, from Bahia and all over. So I really want to create this English network where it works. People getting, like, connecting to people. This is what I had in mind. Not just the school, but helping them to go further and dig and really improve in an efficient way.
When I was teenager, I lived in Salvador. I am a Japanese Baiano. Did you go to Salvador once?
Yeah, in 2019, I spent 2.5 weeks in Bahia.
Okay.
I went to Salvador for about 4 to 5 days. I went to the Chapada Diamantina, Diamond Plateaus, and to a further west city, small, like a super new, called São Luís. It borders with Tocantins. I stayed there for a few days as well.
My God, I never gone to Chapada Diamantina.
You should.
Yeah, I should. Let me see here. I want to show you something. But what I'm thinking is that I'm organizing here. The challenge, as we said, we have two things very important. English. Everyone now needs to because before pandemic, people can say, I don't use English in my work. I don't use English in my work. But now, who don't know English are really losing opportunities. Networking and the digital tools.
Yeah.
So this we thought about networking and English, and I show you one of my projects. This panel, it's the panel of ideas and projects. Look, it's very, very, very big.
Very
One idea.
extend.
This domain, networking.club, it's a very important domain. How can we understand if a domain is important? If this domain can be understood in every country. So networking.club can be understood in every country. And I am paying this domain because the price was 8,000 reais. But I'm paying in 60, how to say, parcelas, 60 parcelas?
Installments.
60?
Installments.
Installments. No, this is another difficult word. Okay, the month payment is $28. Okay.
Okay.
I am still in, I think, okay, I paid eight payments. Marcio, why it's important networking? Is there any site here? No, there is no site yet. I only reserved the domain because the domain is very important. So, and there is other ideas. For example, NLP, you know NLP, neuro-linguistic programming?
Yeah. When you change the words, when you use different words for a situation to make it more positive.
Yeah, it's
right?
very, for more than 2 decades. And I've done a very, Kaya Redford and Veronica Larrea. You can look, search in Google, Kaya Redford and Veronica Larrea. They were in Brazil some years ago. And here's my photo, both of them. And there is a problem. I wasn't the organizer of the event. A guy was there organizing, but this project, how to say, não deu muito certo,
Didn't work out.
Didn't work out. But I sent that photo with Yoda to Kaya and to Veronica, and both of them, they create a group and said, how about organizing online workshops of NLP? The problem is that we have a lot of NLP professionals in Brazil. And I said to them, how about organizing NLP programs for people who want to practice in English? So we don't need to have translation. And the goal of the people like
me is so you're getting two things in one thing, basically.
Exactly, because I done some workshops, for example, Millionaire Mind.
Yeah.
It's 9 hours with T. Harv Eker in English. I was very happy because I can follow all the workshop in English, no problem. But they need to translate because most of part there in this workshop there were more than 100 people in Zoom.
Wow.
It was great. And that was some chance that Chihavaraka said, who are you doing if you don't have a, how to say, propose?
Sorry, who?
Propósito de vida, propósito. Propose?
Purpose. Who doesn't know your purpose?
Who doesn't know your purpose won't be rich. And he said, who wants to talk about? And one guy starts talking. I need to help people. That's a purpose, very general.
Yeah.
And they said, my God, terrible talk about this. And I raised the hand and they said, my purpose is to take origami to all over the world and then show the origami. So to have I can know who I am, and 100 people either. But what I'm saying that we can have less people, but we can get a high ticket because people who speak English and they can follow an NLP program, they can usually pay. And usually is someone who are in the company and he's insecure because the marketing is going up and down, and they can say, oh my God, I can practice English and I can learn NLP techniques for managers, for example.
Yeah.
We can organize with Kaya Redford and Veronica. We can create some kind of NLP for business, for managers, for leaders.
I like that. I am really into projects, like I like doing new things and you know, I know it's important to have a regular job, but I do like taking part in new projects, even if it's temporary or just for fun. I'm always open to doing new things.
How old is you?
I'm 26.
26. Oh my God, too young. I have the double of your age. Double is
What do you mean too young? Yeah.
I have
What do
the
you mean too young? It means like, why? Why too young?
26, you said 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's too young because, but you have the entrepreneur soul.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, that's like a big conflict for me. Like I'm really glad to have met you. And I think you're really inspiring, as I said. Um, but at the same time, I'm not about the money. Like I want my future goal, my life goal sort of thing, is to finally get to a point where I'm gonna have my farm and live in the middle of the forest. This is the kind of thing I like doing.
Yeah, but you can
But I am.
Você tocou a campainha in English?
The bell rang.
The bell rings.
Bell.
Rang.
Yes, yeah, the past tense for ring. So it's the doorbell. The doorbell rang.
I don't know if someone there's no problem. We are
Yeah.
almost finishing here.
Yeah.
But an idea is that when I was start my career, I thought in I started with digital agents. I want to be rich. This is my focus. And I start in the wrong way. You are starting the correct way. You want to help people improve English. You like this. You love this.
Yeah, I think like my purpose, what I feel that I do best is this, connecting people and creating groups. This is I am a extremely social person. So I know that's like working with English and having the classes now is what I'm doing, but I know I can be doing many other things that involve connecting people and creating groups and this kind of stuff. This is why I think it works best for me.
This
For
is
example, living in Nova Odessa for me was a bit difficult in the beginning because I felt like I had to be in a more touristic place where I could meet new people and have things going on.
yeah, but this is the first meeting. I love it. I love this mentoring. I don't know if you love too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great. I can see um I mean, I know you're gonna help me a lot because I don't know much about all these business things. As you know, I don't have a website or Instagram or anything at the moment. And also, I like to teach people that want to learn, and you are a person like that, so it's gonna be great.
My recommendation is to amplify or ampliar.
Amplify, yeah,
Amplify the mindset, thinking that English is like digital marketing. It's in everything now. And you choose a name very incredible. I love Brazilian bee because it's not English. It's something you can say that Brazilian bee, it's a community of people who loves networking, who loves English, who loves
yeah.
therapeutic alternative. How to say it? Alternative.
Complementary therapies.
Complex.
Alternative is good, but I think the most used name is complementary therapies.
So you are create something very interesting because you can work with this metaphor, Brazilian bee, the happiness of Brazilian, the collaboration of bee.
Yeah.
You can say that one of the project is the English. Another one is
Therapies and
therapy.
groups, working groups and women's group. I think it's cool. Yeah, so when I found this name, I actually did, I think it was the first time I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a business person now. So I actually did a lot of researching and thoughts about what these words remind me of, what sort of message I wanted to pass with this name. So yeah, it was all of that, about the happiness, about the hard working, collaboration, small steps, so yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with
Don't
it
you
as
have a
well.
logo or site? You don't have
No,
the name.
no, just the name.
Yeah.
I have a friend. So when I started with the therapy thing, a friend did a business card. So I can send that to you for you to have a look. It's with a photo that I've taken of a
I will invite you to another group. I have a lot of groups. We met in a group of Ikigai. Okay.
yeah.
I have another group that I am trying to create a collective,
Networking.
a networking of for digital solution, digital business. I
Mm-hmm.
will include in this group, because in this group, what can happen? You don't need to pay a website. You don't need to pay for a logo, because there is, in this group networking, there is a lot of people who are web designers, who are designers, who are video makers like me, and we who needs who need a website, a logo, a video, can invite other people to participate. Who wants to help me in my website, and you have a very good coin to change English?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to do that.
So
This is yeah.
in this group,
Change.
I will include you in the WhatsApp group, and you can present yourself in Portuguese, because people don't know English yet. And we can follow. My suggestion is I love to use the maker culture to launch a website and start promoting and
Okay.
discover who are coming. Not to
Okay.
plan a lot, let's plan to a lot. No, we can share the idea, like this video, for example. I will publish this video in my channel in YouTube, and I can make a, how to say, fazer uma aposta? I can make a bet? No.
Yeah, you can make a bet.
We can make a bet that will appear some interests in English on the video.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
That's
don't
nice.
have Instagram too, either.
I
I may remember my English classes.
you don't have.
Correct?
I do have a page actually.
Okay.
It's called, I think it's just, but it has my name on it, not the name of the school, because I started the page before the other school shut, so it was for my private classes only.
Yeah, but Instagram should call Brazilian bee, because it's very good, the sound, Brazilian bee.
Yeah, cool.
And we can start making some lives together, because this one is like it's a mentor. This is a mentoring, and I love. Joyce, I love this conversation. In my English, I'm very surprised, because I thought that my English was not very fluently to talk.
No, it's great. I watched the whole interview of you and Tom Fleming, and it was great. Don't worry too much about it. Just keep practicing, and then you'll get better with every time you talk and you listen.
Yeah, and the last recommendation I have talked before. We can create classes, and this is an invite, not only a recommendation. We can start teaching middle in English.
Okay.
Miro don't have the Portuguese version. It's very simple to use, because most part of Miro is icon, but we can teach Miro and in English at the same time. I
Sure.
can help you to use Miro, and you can conduct the English practice.
But do you think would be like so the whole class would be in English, or would be like explaining to people what these words in mirror means. I didn't understand.
Oh, the whole class in English. We need
okay.
our persona. How can we say persona in English too? Persona.
What do you mean? Like
in Portuguese, we say persona is our target customer.
Okay. So target customer. We can put our target customer because persona is like a character.
Yeah,
so,
character.
Yeah.
We say our focus is someone who still know how to communicate in English, but it's not very secure. He can follow a class, but sometimes he needs help in Portuguese. He also needs to how to say, impressionar o chefe. He needs to
impress the boss.
Impress the boys, impress the team, using knowledges. We say, this is our persona.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, I have time. As you saw, I don't have many classes, and I plan every week as a week. So sometimes I have more time one day or the other, but I do have time to take on new projects, and I would love to do that.
And so let's find another beast to help us in this a lot of projects.
Yeah.
And you will schedule, arrange. I love arrange is better. You arrange a meeting with Kaya Redford and Veronica. I will send them this video too. But the idea is that obvious I will negotiate some investment.
Cool.
To organize, you need to make a lot of things, a website, promoting Google Ads, a lot of things. But it's only we can only need to negotiate.
Yeah. All right.
You know,
nice.
Have you studied NLP before? Or?
I've never actively studied, but I know what it is, and I do apply. I do try to apply. I mean, generally speaking, I'm a person that embrace all of the bad things that happens as well. I always try to see the good points on things.
Very good.
So I do apply PNL all my life.
For you, it will be great because to study in English in Brazil, I believe, many people have a lot of crenças, beliefs, have a lot of beliefs that limit their understanding, the learning of English. So you can. Okay, Joyce, I love this conversation. You are in my channel of YouTube in some minutes.
Thank you. Well, yeah, have a great afternoon, and we speak soon, yeah?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks.
Bye.